That was Kyrie Irving speaking after Wednesday's loss to the Raptors, a disappointing one. Dallas back on the horse tonight against the Los Angeles Clippers in their second game of the NBA's inaugural in-season tournament. They're in Group B.
Starting lineup tonight, Derek Lively is back after missing Wednesday night's game with a non-COVID illness, flanked on the front line by Grant Williams and Derek Jones Jr. And of course, the backcourt is Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. The Clippers have only had one back-to-back, and both games were played in the same building in Los Angeles.
Clippers coming into this season talking about wanting to take the regular season a little bit more seriously. Go back to this last possession. I'm seeing a different.
Yeah, nice move there by Luka.
I was going to say the way they're guarding Luka has been really different than the last couple of years. We've seen a switch and him just attacking Zubac time after time, especially. But sometimes when you're as good as Luka, you can split that trap between the legs for a left-hand layup.
You can just drive and go right at him, or you can leak out in transition and have an easy deuce like that.
We saw something similar in Denver with the three-point line having to be repainted.
Yep, good point. Yeah, last week when the Mavericks were there, we did find out that the three-point line was not the appropriate dimensions.
Have you ever heard him yell?
That looked like his version of flopping, quite honestly.
Oh, wow, Luka with a pass that caroms off the backboard. I don't think I've heard an effects mic pick up something quite like that before. Offensive rebound, three-pointer. Strike a pose after the shot, Luka Doncic. And with that, Dallas is in front in the game for the first time.
This is just how he drew it up. Pass it.
You know, you were making a point as we see Luka on the line right now about Harden going to the free throw line so frequently earlier in his career. But
he got some good solid fourth quarter minutes against the Raptors, working his way into the rotation.
At 5 points and 5 rebounds, all of that coming in the fourth quarter the other night. Here's Jones, corner three. He's appeared in 3 games with the Clippers, scoring 5 points in 53 minutes. Taking now 7 shots from the floor in that time. In the paint, Luka, down he goes, and down goes the shot, and the Mavericks with a 20-2 run are in front 39-33. And here's Irving with another three-pointer made a moment ago, 14 points. And Dallas in front by 7. And here is Luka out from Beckford. He hits it.
Luka loves to see Zubac on the switch.
And they've already had a delay of game warning. Was that a second delay of game?
I'm going to go sure. Probably slamming the ball. It goes above the head.
And here's Derek Lively inside. Speaking of slamming the ball.
I think it's a lot due to the challenge that Jason Kidd gave him after the game. Sometimes when you use choice words, a.k.a. soft,
yes,
that hits him.
That come off the bench for the Clippers. Bones Highland. An erratic player, but certainly one capable of going off, as we saw in this building almost 1 year ago. And here's Luka putting up and hitting a three.
Bones is gifted, but not that gifted. And what I mean by Bones gifted, not as gifted as Luka, but when we talk about those scoring off the bench, what you have to realize now is these guys are playing with a James Harden or with a Westbrook, so that changes the dynamic of how that bench unit is run.
Wow!
And maybe not getting as much opportunity with them.
Luka's free throw is good by the Clippers, did not hurt Dallas. And down to the last 40 seconds of the first half. A drive into the paint. Luka got Diabate off his feet and stayed with it and scored.
Didn't get him on the first pump fake, but got him on the third.
And Moussa Diabate from Michigan in his second year.
Nope. Kind of reminds me of in the playoff series. Mavs were up really, really big in the first half, and the Clippers erased a 20-point lead, I want to say, in like 3 minutes.
Well, that will help stop the erasing as up ahead, the advanced pass by Jones to Luka. We see him making those advanced passes frequently this year. He was on the receiving end. From Lively, Luka inside. Again, despite the fact that the Kyrie alley-oop pass clanged off the rim.
Talk to Kai about his lob pass.
Terrence Mann deflected into the backcourt, but it's picked up by Luka, who still rescues the possession.
That's a great contest by Lively. George was using that off arm to try and ward him off.
0 for 6 for the floor for Paul George, and here's Luka. He's made threes from a long way out, and now he's got a chance for a three the old-fashioned way.
Step for the NBA.
Tonight, the Mavericks have had runs of 17-0, 15 love, and now 11. Paul George went to ground to force this jump ball here with Kyrie Irving. And it's controlled by Dallas, right to Luka. That was a work of art. Averages 15, he has 12 tonight.
How were you in jump balls, Devin, when you were actually jumping it up?
Well, not as good.
Here's a pro tip. No one knows, so just lie and say.
Special things are happening with Luka right now.
One more. Shoot it.
And from near the hash mark, 42! And a long time to play. The question is, how much longer will he need to play? With Dallas in front by 32 in the third quarter.
That way.
It looked most unpleasant.
It probably was.
Yeah.
11 charges drawn this year going into tonight. Dallas leads the league in that category as Luka adds 2 more. Handle final possessions in situations like this because of the point differential thing as it relates to the in-season tournament. And Denver dribbled out a possession at the end of the game last week, and the Mavericks do as well tonight. And so the Mavs are now 1-1 in West Group B, and they are 7-2.
I mean, today we had to start with the pace. Our pace was great today, and we were guarding too. So it was, we played a very complete game, everybody.
The Mavericks score 144, and they beat the Clippers 144-126. For Devin Harris, Jeff Skinwade, and the whole crew at American Airlines Center, I'm Mark Bolivel. Mavs Live starts after we take a quick break. Thanks for watching Valley Sports, your home.